Welcome to Integrity Pro Wrestling Battle Tested, where over 300 people have sold out the Penrith RSL to see round one of the tag league with 8 of the best tag teams in the country competing. Not only that, in our main event, Dragonheart Kai Drake will defend the heavyweight title against Jack Bonza.
Your opening contest is a first round match in the Integrity Tag League. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Kicking off the tag league here tonight, a big matchup. The Coast-born Killers making their way to the ring right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lachlan Albert. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll be honest, I'm surprised to see this match this early in the night. C.B.K. opening up tag league proceedings.
Introducing first, the team of the exception, Van Braxton, Relentless Redstone. They are C.B.K.
C.B.K., a very highly decorated tag team, both individually and together. Braxton and Stone showing that sometimes being opposite sides of the coin makes it more well-rounded. C.B.K. potentially a favourite to win this tag team tournament. But that can also be said of their opponents here tonight. And you want to talk about decorated tag teams. They don't come much more decorated.
And introducing their opponents
than the Velocities. Jude London and Paris De Silva here to show why they're one of the most well-respected tag teams across Australia.
Introducing the team of the Groovy Gladiator, Jude London, and Spartan Spirit, Paris De Silva. They are the Velocities.
Now the Velocities as a team haven't made as much of a name for themselves here in Integrity as they have in other places around the country, but their singles resume here speaks for itself. But the thing that puts these two gentlemen over the edge when it comes to tag wrestling is how well they know each other. Working together for over a decade at this point, know each other inside and out when it comes to working as a team. But that's very true of C.B.K. as well, and oh, the action's starting already. We can see there the comfort that the Velocities have got here. They're moving and grooving. Meanwhile, C.B.K. a little more business-oriented. We're seeing Paris De Silva starting for the Velocities. Rita Stone starting for C.B.K. here. Potentially a matchup of similar styles with these two, both technical, both very quick. But we can see Paris De Silva trying to get in the head of Stone already by playing to the crowd. Braxton on the outside not too impressed. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. Stone trying to outpower, but De Silva looks to have the power game here as he just stretches Stone over the knee. Rita Stone, though, able to fight back. You can see the toes of Paris and the knuckles of Paris touching the mat. Not a comfortable position to be in. De Silva goes behind. He's got control of the waist there. You can see how technical the action is already. Wrist lock here from Stone, now with control. A roll through by De Silva to reverse that pressure. Gets control of the wrist, jerking it hard. And you can see here they are just jockeying for control. Clever move there by Stone, using the ropes to flip over, reverse that pressure, get her own wrist control going. De Silva trying to maneuver out of it. Rolls again, flips forward, breaks the lock, into that side headlock now. A position of power here for De Silva. Stone trying to break it by going off the ropes, but there's the tag from the big man, and Braxton turning the tide of the match quickly. Where we saw similar styles a second ago, that's no longer the case. Braxton's power will be the X factor in this one. 3 quick competitors, 1 big, strong man in the form of Braxton. The fist dodged there by De Silva, with Braxton just punching straight into the mat. You can see that sometimes speed and cleverness will be enough to overcome power, as the arm of Braxton just gets wrenched into the corner as Jude the Dude London tags in, goes to the top rope, and directly onto that inverted elbow of Braxton. You don't need me to tell you that that hurts. London now goes for the kick, but it gets ducked. Ref Fozzie just managing to get out of the way as London ends up in the corner. Braxton going for that Superman punch, ends up copping a back elbow for his troubles. Stone tries to get involved, but ends up landing on her own partner. And Rita sent out over the top. You can see the well-oiled machine that is the Velocities. Clothesline ducked, went into that back elbow. Managed to get the head scissors takedown though. Jude London is on fire here and drops a knee right into the chest of Braxton. Only gets 2 for it though. And you can see again the Velocities are playing to this crowd. They're so experienced in these high pressure tag situations. Not that C.B.K. aren't. But this is nothing new for the Velocities. Double roll through to duck the clotheslines, and here's the tag team motion that the Velocities can get together. It only gets a 1 count, but it forces the breath out of Braxton to kick out of that quick cover. This is what I talk about with the Velocities. They don't need to talk, they don't need to plan, they can think in sync. Of course, trying to Irish whip a man, the strength of Braxton. Maybe not the smartest move, but De Silva works his way out of it with quick strikes, tags in Jude, back elbow by De Silva, and now London. Oh, tried to get a whisper in the wind going. But that was not what he planned. The strength of Braxton, my goodness. Just plucking London out of the air. Rita Stone now tagging in. And you can see here C.B.K. using their differences to their strength, planting London right on that knee, and the kick right to the base of the skull. In stereo, only gets 2. But you have to assume that's going to shoot numbness all down the limbs of Jude London. Rita Stone feeling quietly confident here. I'm not sure that the best move was to take that slow. She'll need to capitalize if C.B.K. are going to be able to take down the Velocities here in the first round of this tournament. Kick caught by the groovy Gladiator. Oh, and the kick blocked with those double forearms by Stone. Massive drop kick. Sends London to the corner. Clothesline follows it up. And a senton from Stone. Rita Stone is on a roll here. Only gets 2 for it. And you've got to wonder what these teams are thinking about for the future of this tournament. What other teams might make it through? Teams like Woodstock, teams like Young and Hopeful. On the other side of this bracket, the Unbookables, the Carny Boys. Oh, a flip off the ropes there. And 2 deep arm drags at the same time. Oh, and went for that big leaping tag, but just caught by Braxton. Plucked out of midair. And reaching, desperately trying to get that tag. The power of Braxton just too much. And there's the synchronicity of C.B.K. Rita Stone just plucking Paris De Silva from the apron as Braxton lays the clothesline into Jude in the corner. Clean tag made there for C.B.K. And now Stone, used as a weapon, launched for the back elbow, Superman punched by Braxton. And that's what they were looking for earlier in the other direction. Stone launching herself off the back of Braxton. Stone now on the second rope. And lays it again right across the back of the neck of London. Only gets 2 due to the interference there of De Silva. Crowd not impressed. Ref Fozzie trying to take control, but Braxton is going to control it all by himself. How do you manage a man like Braxton as part of a tag team? What do you do with that much force and that much speed? The man is explosive. We can see here Stone just landing those blows into the midsection of Jude London. Rita in control here and tags in Braxton. Quick, efficient tags from C.B.K, neither of them getting tired. Just taking everything out of Jude London here, who wriggles out of control and launches Braxton right into Stone. A meeting of the minds there. You can see Braxton clutching at the forehead as London tries to make his way to the corner for a tag, but gets sent in the other direction. Back elbow to take out Braxton. Goes to the top. Gets the crossbody with what little energy he has left. Both men down in the middle of the ring here. This is going to be contingent on who can get to their feet, or not even get to their feet, but get to their corner. Make a tag. Get a fresher member of the team into the ring. Ref Fozzie at a count of 5 now. Of course, a double countout would lead to a bye in this tournament for another team, but it looks like that's not going to be the case as Stone gets tagged in and De Silva gets tagged in as well. Kick right to the jaw of Stone. And the speed of this offense, I can barely keep up with it. Up goes Stone, lands on her feet, has waist control. De Silva with the elbow, comes off the ropes, cops a big boot from Rita, who calls for it, comes off the ropes, right into a forearm and a super kick. De Silva is on fire, but a clever tag from Braxton, who catches De Silva like he's nothing. De Silva lands on his feet, ducks the back elbow, ducks the clothesline, gets caught up into a satellite DDT, and the flat top of Braxton's head bouncing off the mat, but it only gets 2. This is the quality of both of these tag teams. What is it going to take to put shoulders to the mat for a 3 count? De Silva showing off with that kip up. He's not done yet. He's delivered a big hit, and the hits are going to keep on coming as he goes to that top rope. Velocities, as usual, ready to fly. Braxton, oh, and Rita Stone sending him off the top, caught by Braxton now. And C.B.K in control, planting De Silva in the middle of the ring. But the match is saved by the Groovy Gladiator. This is tag team wrestling at its finest. Incredible stuff from both of these teams. We see London just deposited to the outside of the ring by Braxton now. And once again, Coastborn Killers in total control. Setting up now with Braxton holding De Silva. Rita Stone delivers a forearm, but to Braxton. That forearm got ducked by De Silva. Stone manages to regain some control, but they'd hoped the match was over by now. Duck, another duck, and leap to the outside and a handspring stunner by London. And he's setting up Stone. Roxbury driver delivered, and that's going to be it. Velocities progressing to the semi-finals of the tag team tournament.
Here are your winners, the Velocities!
An incredible victory for the Velocities here, managing to overcome tournament favourites in the form of C.B.K. Could this be a vision of the grand final of the Tag League? Credit where due, C.B.K. showing off just how good they are as a team. But there are very few teams in the world better than the Velocities. More Tag League action coming up. We'll see who'll meet the Velocities in the semi-finals very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at this time your Integrity Heavyweight Champion, Jai Drake!
Now, it doesn't take a lot to see why the Integrity fans are so behind Dragonheart Kai Drake. This young man is a beast. And that right there is the biggest prize in Integrity, the Integrity Heavyweight Championship. Kai Drake, a man of the people here tonight.
If there's one thing that I love more than anything, it's fighting right here in Penrith RSL! As I look around, I see more and more faces, and that is exactly what Integrity Pro Wrestling is all about. Building and building and building! But I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Kai Drake is the dragon that sits at the end of the dungeon. So come one, come all, big, small, large, tall. Take the dragon's gold, but you have to pry it through my dead hands before you can take it.
The challenge laid out by Drake, and it looks like we've got someone to answer it. And that crowd reaction should tell you everything you need to know about Jack J. Bonza.
Stop barking, you are not dogs. Or maybe being from Penrith, you are a bunch of dogs.
Apologies for the language you may be hearing, ladies and gentlemen.
What do I expect from people like you? If you really want to make that championship mean more, if you want to build it up to be one of the... And if it was a popularity contest, I would lose. Unfortunately for you, it's a wrestling contest, and I am a better wrestler. If you want to make that title mean something, I'll make it mean something by taking it from you.
You know, like, I might be bold and a bit shaven now, but at least I'm not a bold ringer like you. So Bonza, tonight, step up. It's not going to be you, you ugly ringer!
I believe that's challenge accepted from Kai Drake. We'll see later tonight if he's able to defend the heavyweight championship against Bonza.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Singles action here with a couple of younger competitors looking to establish themselves here in Integrity. And I am as uncomfortable with this performer as that child is. The Anomaly making their way to the ring now.
Crawling his way out of the void, he is the Anomaly!
When it comes to unorthodox offense, the Anomaly has it in spades. In fact, unorthodox everything when it comes to the Anomaly.
And his opponent.
Trying to get his first win here in Integrity, as is his opponent, the young Folz Robinson. And I'm not seeing JT Robinson.
Making his way from Paradise City, he is the hot one, Folz Robinson!
As I mentioned, both of these competitors currently without a win to their name here in Integrity. That's going to change for one of these young men. But the question mark that I have, other than every question mark that gets raised by the Anomaly, is where's JT? Folz normally accompanied by his father, a very established Australian wrestler, JT Robinson. Folz flying solo for the first time here in Integrity. And there we see whatever it is the Anomaly's doing, rolling through into a pose there. Looks like Folz might just be begging the Anomaly to actually wrestle like a pro wrestler. Looking here to lock up, but Anomaly just snapping at Folz there. Now in wrestling, people often use the phrase mind games, trying to get into the head of your opponent, and here are they trying to lock up with feet? I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Folz ducks the clothesline, leaps into one of his own, taking down the Anomaly. Robinson with a forearm now. Anomaly managing to reverse the Irish whip. Folz goes over. Anomaly plants his forehead right into that middle turnbuckle pad. A modified bulldog there from Robinson, who only gets a 1 count. But an impressive amount of offense so far from young Folz. Standing drop kick there, and then absolutely plants the Anomaly face first into the canvas. Only a 2 count there from ref Rach. But the Anomaly has had to leave the ring. Complaining about fairness now, but it seems like so far everything has just gone the way of Folz Robinson until that, the throat bounced off the top rope by the Anomaly. Discus forearm lays out Robinson, and then, only 2 there. Folz able to survive that intense forearm. I can see Robinson clutching at the throat. That may have landed lower than expected. Shots to the midsection as he tries to get up, but Anomaly just puts him back down with that clubbing forearm across the back. And it sounds strange to assign strategy to the Anomaly, but keeping Folz down might have been the best plan of action. As we can see now that Robinson returns to a vertical base, those forearms and uppercuts in combination have staggered the Anomaly. Drop toe hold, taking down Anomaly in the middle of the ring. Control of the shoulder now, wrapping through. Mousetrap pin here, gets a 2 count for it. And a headbutt from the Anomaly drops Robinson. Oh, and those just clubbing blows to the body of Robinson. Again, I don't know what to say other than unorthodox offense. Normally you'd see a competitor go for a cover there, just a lateral press, force the opponent to kick out and expend some energy. Not what the Anomaly's done here. We've got an inverted fireman's carry now. Folz lands on his feet though, and busts the jaw of the Anomaly right across the top of his head, ducks the clothesline into one of his own, strong enough that he leaves his own feet. Back elbow there, and you can see Folz just throwing his entire body into these offensive maneuvers. Leaping into the corner there. And a beautiful DDT by Robinson. It's not quite textbook, but the amount of energy that Robinson is putting into all of these maneuvers is just exceptional. The question becomes, what do you do to beat the Anomaly? And it's possible that Folz has cracked the code here. As he goes up top, went for the elbow, but nobody home as the Anomaly rolls out of the way. Perhaps playing possum, or whatever the equivalent of a possum is wherever the Anomaly comes from. And Folz turns it around, plants the Anomaly face first, quickly gets into that cover, hooks the leg, and that's 3! Robinson's done it! Folz Robinson's first match in integrity without Father JT by his side.
Your winner, Folz Robinson!
And also the first victory for Folz. An incredible performance by Robinson there. And I mean, I'm sorry, but I've got to ask the question, is Folz better without JT Robinson?
The following contest is a first round match in the Integrity Tag League and is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first.
So far, we know the Velocities will be in the semi-finals of the Tag League. Could it be this team joining them there? Woodstock coming out to the ring to a huge ovation from the crowd.
The team of Joe Waterfall Jr. and Halen Bonza. They are Woodstock!
It's something you got to give credit to the Integrity crowd for. They've got just that, integrity. When they see a team show up and fight, show after show,
And introducing their
they
opponent.
offer them that respect. And another crowd favorite team coming out now. Or normally crowd favorite team.
The team of the young rooster, Joey Ferrugia. The hope from the top rope, the territory blonde, Luke Watts. They are the young and hopeful.
Not sure if you caught it there on camera, but the young rooster, Joey Ferrugia, going to high-five the crowd and not getting the reception that he was expecting. It may be the Sydney Roosters jersey, but I've got a feeling it's just a crowd here at Integrity showing their love for Woodstock. Joe Waterfall Jr. and Halen Von Steele, not maybe the most, how to put this lightly, morally bright pairing, and you can see there, by the way, they're starting off this match, blindsiding young and hopeful. And now using Ferrugia as a weapon, launching him into Luke Watts. Ferrugia with the back elbow to Von Steele there. Watts raising the boots into the face of Waterfall Jr. And a side headlock. We've now got the competitors in their corners. The match underway. Shoulder block there from Joe Waterfall Jr. taking down the hope from the top rope, Luke Watts. Went for the hip toss there, but it was blocked by Waterfall Jr. Now the clothesline and the back elbow ducked. looking for a sunset flip here is Luke Watts, but just grabbed out of position by Waterfall. Strikes to the midsection, ducking a clothesline there. And you can see how quickly Luke Watts is able to ascend those ropes for high-impact maneuvers. Meanwhile, Halen Von Steele tagged in for Woodstock. And Von Steele is demanding Ferrugia. Joey Ferrugia, the young rooster, makes his way into the ring. Generations of boxing behind him. And he's blocking the face, but those shots to the midsection by Halen Van Steele manage to land. As does Van Steele on his feet behind Ferrugia. More shots to the midsection. And a headbutt to Ferrugia. Really clever work here by Von Steele, knowing that the boxer Ferrugia will block the head. Oh! A clothesline just turning Von Steele inside out. Look, I've got a soft spot for Woodstock. I like their energy. They're a lot of fun to watch. But this is a team just with so much going for them, Watts and Ferrugia. The double drop toe hold there to take Halen Von Steele down. Luke Watts, seemingly not used to not having the crowd behind him. Second rope moonsault there by Watts to the back of Halen Von Steele. And now the hope from the top rope tries to go where he's most comfortable. Up to the top for that moonsault, but taken down by Joe Waterfall Jr. And I'm not sure if you saw it, but the back of the head bouncing off the canvas. Halen Von Steele with a stiff, that looked like a closed fist to Ferrugia. Now the forearms right across the jaw. And really, Von Steele was taking advantage there of a distracted referee. We know that Ref Fozzie's going to do his best, but when you've got so many agents of chaos in a match, it's going to be hard to see everything, and Woodstock are going to take advantage of that. Laying that clothesline in Woodstock's corner, and this is smart wrestling. Keeping Watts in that corner where you can make frequent tags, not let Ferrugia tag in. And using this 5 count that Ref Fozzie will allow between tags to cycle through. Oh, the legs just split apart there by Von Steele. Stiff forearm there by Halen. And he seems to be loving the reception he's getting from this crowd. A taunt there to Ferrugia and absolutely laying it into Watts. Building up ahead of steam and goes right into the boot of Watts, who leaps trying to make the tag to the young rooster but can't quite get there. And Joe Waterfall Jr. tagging in as Halen Von Steele continues to deliver damage to that midsection. Double team maneuver now and turning Watts inside out again. But Luke Watts is a veteran of over 20 years. He is not going to go down easily. And we can see the straitjacket being applied here. Not a straitjacket, pardon me. The chin lock there. The positioning of Luke Watts' arms, he's got such experience in how to reduce that pressure. But advantage being taken by Halen Von Steele, grabbing at the hair. And there's a cockiness to Woodstock here tonight. You can see taunting Ferrugia on the apron with the hand of Watts, not allowing the tag to be made. And once again, Watts is back in enemy territory in the corner of Woodstock, where they can make frequent tags. And here we go, tag team maneuver. Waterfall up, and Von Steele puts him down. It's worth emphasizing just how enormous Joe Waterfall Jr. is. A sidewalk slam from that height is like a power slam by anyone else. And ironic there from Waterfall Jr. telling Fallujah to respect the rules, as Woodstock have been flaunting their relationship with the rules this whole match. Shot to the midsection there by Von Steele. And Watts has got to be hurting as Von Steele plays to the crowd. Caught, and the big chop by Watts, who makes the tag to Fallujah. And the complexion of this match just changed in an instant. Battering Von Steele, and here's the boxing chops of Joey now. Massive right across the jaw of Von Steele, and Joe Waterfall Jr.'s cocky, but he's still taking a second to get in there. I would too against Fallujah. Trading clotheslines. The forearms traded back and forth, and Joey seems to be getting the better of this exchange. Rolling it up, and right across the kisser of Waterfall Jr. It's worth considering any long-term damage done in this match. Oh, just planted there goes Waterfall Jr. If there's long-term damage done in this match, it may affect the semi-finals of the Tag League, even through to the final. Great, clever wrestling by Von Steele there, ready to neutralize Fallujah. And now Waterfall Jr. back in control of Watts. You've got to give credit to Woodstock. They have wrestled this match so intelligently, focused almost all of the offense on Watts, who shows his experience here. Fireman carry, an airplane spin on Von Steele, using Von Steele as a weapon to take out Waterfall Jr. Rolls through, and immediately to the top rope, and he soars. Picture perfect moonsault there by Watts for the oh my goodness, I was sure that was 3. A last minute save by Waterfall Jr. Woodstock managed to stay alive here. And again, smart wrestling by Waterfall Jr. as he's tagged back in, who took Fallujah off the apron. Once again, they're keeping Luke Watts in their corner, applying all of the damage to Watts, who goes over, rolls under, makes the tag to Fallujah. Von Steele goes up, the big boot to Fallujah, and Watts is knocked off the apron. Leg lariat there from Joe Waterfall Jr. And now Halen Von Steele going to the top. The crowd wants to see it. Flying headbutt there from Von Steele. Waterfall Jr. makes the cover, and there it is. Woodstock progress in the Tag League.
Here are your winners, Woodstock!
Joe Waterfall Jr. and Halen Von Steele have to feel incredible right now. Not only are they moving on in the Tag League, but against a team that's well loved across the country, they are getting an incredible reception here from the Integrity crowd. Good luck to whoever owns the hotel room these two are staying in tonight. because I think there's going to be a party for Woodstock.
This match is scheduled for one fall. This will be for the Infinity Championship. Introducing the challenger.
Returning to Integrity Pro Wrestling is Bronson King. We haven't seen him since January, when he was put on the shelf by E.C. Brownie. And there is a lot on the line here for King. Obviously, the Infinity Championship means so much. The glory of that title, the pathway to the Heavyweight Championship. But even more than that, for Bronson King, this is unfinished business with the Infinity Champion, E.C. Brownie.
And introducing the champion.
The fire-breathing red heathen himself. You can see the Infinity Championship in that left hand. Around the waist, Newey Pro Heavyweight Gold. Brownie has made one successful defense of the Infinity Championship so far. 4 more, and he can cash in for a shot at the Integrity Pro Heavyweight Championship. And try and accompany that Newey Pro Heavyweight title with another piece of top heavyweight gold.
To my left, the challenger, heading from Gatineau, New South Wales, weighing in 88 kilograms, Bronson King!
Crowd well in support of King here tonight.
And to my right, the champion, standing 6'4", weighing in 118 kilograms, he is the fire-breathing red heathen, the current Infinity Champion, E.C.
If you're watching this footage back, I don't know if just hearing those numbers does justice to how huge this man is. Brownie is like a different species. Attempting defense number 2 here for the Infinity Championship. Ref Rach presiding here. Showing the crowd that Infinity Championship, which in itself is worth so much, but that opportunity to become heavyweight champ obviously takes it to a whole nother level. Very smart move by Bronson King, immediately dodging out of the way of that charge by Brownie, delivering the drop kick, bouncing off the ropes, launching himself into Brownie. This is incredible from King, but the power of E.C. Brownie on display. King sent to the apron. And again, incredibly intelligent wrestling from Bronson King there, dragging that shoulder over the top rope and then planting the same left shoulder into the corner now, and a drop kick also to the left shoulder. Very targeted offense here from Bronson King. You have to imagine King blames Brownie for his time on the shelf. Half a year out of action. And if King can target a body part the way he started doing here, oh, he could hope to do the same to Brownie, but that big boot just put a full stop on the sentence that Bronson King was writing. EC Brownie has one of the most incredible records in Integrity Pro Wrestling. He's the only man to compete at every Integrity event. Ooh. And since the start of 2025, he's undefeated except for one opponent. Paris De Silva managed to defeat EC Brownie for the Infinity Championship. But as you can see, by Brownie being champ right now, he's exercised that demon. A long undefeated streak building for Brownie. And if he can just get 4 more matches in that streak, he'll be able to cash in the Infinity Championship for a heavyweight title shot. And the raw power you're seeing from EC Brownie is the game plan. He's quicker than he has any right to be, but... oh! Bronson King! Once again, he is pinpoint accurate on that left shoulder of Brownie. Grinding that joint down. Submission attempt here from King. Targeting that left shoulder. But there's where the size of Brownie comes into play. It's almost impossible to keep him away from the ropes. Leg drop onto that left shoulder by King. Now, normally when you see someone take on a bigger competitor, that idea of focusing on a single body part to wear them down. Sidewalk slam there by Brownie. You will see competitors focus on a body part, kick out at 2. But often for a bigger competitor, they focus on a knee or an ankle, some part of the leg, to keep a bigger opponent grounded. Brownie knows this. Brownie knows how to defend against those attacks against the leg. And King playing chess here, targeting the shoulder instead. But Brownie just resorting to that right arm for a slam on Bronson King in the middle of the ring. Only gets a 2 count for it though. You can see the pain that EC Brownie is suffering right now, trying to get some feeling through that left arm. Bronson King not letting up, even while he's on the ground, delivering a kick aimed at that left shoulder. King is a fighting competitor here, and you can hear the crowd right behind him, but Brownie is relentless. Using all of that 5 count from Ref Rach. King obviously on the ropes. But Brownie taking what should be a safe place and making it hurt. Clubbing blow across the back. And you can see Brownie's having to almost wrestle with one arm tied behind his back here. Only using that right arm as the left shoulder continues to give him trouble. The crowd not helping Brownie now. And there it is, Brownie went for that Irish whip using the left arm, but a simple block from King made him suffer. And that left shoulder driven right into that top turnbuckle. A thin bit of foam with a steel hook under it. King with the big splash in the corner and a second. Brownie still hasn't left his feet though. The fire-breathing Red Heathen. Just such a big mass to try to take down, but King flies off the top and manages it. King once again ascending. If it worked once, why not again? And King with an enormous splash to Brownie right in the middle of the ring, but only gets 2. That was so close to being a new Infinity Champion. and ending the undefeated streak of Brownie. But I genuinely don't know what Bronson King will have to do to keep Brownie down for the 3. But King wondering if maybe he doesn't have to keep Brownie down, if he can capitalize on the injury he's dealing to this left shoulder. Perhaps he can get a submission out of the fire-breathing Red Haven. And there it is with the armbar. Just the torque right on that left shoulder. Ref Rach right there. Great positioning by Ref Rach, noticing the shoulders going down as this submission hold is applied. A double threat from Bronson King in that position. Covering and the submission hold at the same time. But the power of Brownie, even with that injured arm, managing to powerbomb King. He's suffering for it though. Was it worth it, or did that take everything out of EC Brownie? And again, I have to wonder if this is not about the Infinity Championship and not about winning this match, but about injuring Brownie. Oh, and just planted. Brownie using that strength to lift Bronson King and just deposit him into the canvas. Brownie has one arm, but he's still got one good arm and two good legs. And he charges right into... Well, he thought he was charging into Bronson King, but really he charged that left shoulder into the ring post. I'll point out these ring posts, not round. They are squared off, unforgiving corners. And now using that injured arm to launch King off the ropes. King goes into the wheelbarrow. Oh, and face plant. And the camel clutch now by Brownie. Just ruthless is the fire-breathing Red Haven. And there's the submission. Ref Rach calling for the bell. Brownie not letting up. Two defenses down. EC Brownie, who fights through the pain to lift that Infinity Championship. I'm no psychic, but if Brownie keeps performing the way he performed tonight, that Infinity Championship isn't going anywhere until EC Brownie challenges for the Integrity Heavyweight Championship.
The following contest is a first round match in the Integrity Tag League! And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
the third of our 4 first round Tag League matches tonight. Matt Gage and Albion Troska.
introducing first, she is the Butcher! She is the Big Dog! She is the goddamn Rottweiler! She is Albion and Troska! And my case. They are the Carny Boys!
The Carny Boys ready to make a statement. You heard the introduction for Albion Troska, and I have so many positive things to say about Matt Gage.
How sexy's Matt Gage?
Not many that I can say in polite company, though.
And introducing their opponents.
When either of these teams make their way to the ring, you know that it's going to be a fun time. When both of these teams are here...
Team of the silly superstar, Billy Bronson, and Skater Boy Pigeon, they are the Unbookables.
Settle in, folks, because I've got the distinct feeling that this is going to be a wrestling classic. Get your 6-star ratings ready.
One in, one out at all times, okay? Opening round of the tag team tournament.
Thank you, sir.
Ref Fozzie laying down the law here for this tag team tournament opening round match. And I'm... The action already running hot here, I think. Carny Boiz with the first strike, sending the silly superstar Billy Preston over the top rope. Albion Troska just with a sickening chop to Skater Boy Pidgey there. Easy suplex by Troska. Kick out by Pidgey at 2. I'm sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm just completely entranced by Matt Gage here. What a sexy man. Skater Boy Pidgey fighting back.
I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna slam him.
Clear statement from Gage, and he delivers! Now, credit to Skater Boy Pidgey here for wearing traditional wrestling gear almost. When you compare it to Matt Gage, I don't know what that is that he's wearing, but it's very Matt Gage. Pidgey now fighting back, delivering those blows, but monkey flip delivered by Gage with Troska tagged in. And Albie just taking down Skater Boy Pidgey. Only the 2 there with the roll-up is Skater Boy. Big boot from Albion Troska. Lackadaisical cover by Troska. That cover likely more to try and get some air out of the lungs of Skater Boy Pidgey than actually win the match. I don't think Albie thinks she had it won there. He doesn't scoot, he skates. Albie, pay attention.
Tag at 5 to get out.
When it comes to the Carny boys, you had this situation where Albion Troska, such a solid in-ring worker, just technical and hard-hitting. And then there's Matt Gage. And Gagey Baby's gonna do what Gagey Baby's gonna do. Crowd in support of Pidgey here, who manages to get the boot up delivers a blow to Troska, ducks, gets the tights caught, and Gage tries to pull him in, gets an enziguri for his trouble. Pidgey now needs that energy. He's dressed like a can of Monster Mango Loco. That's the kind of energy he needs. Now skating towards the corner, tagging in the silly superstar Billy Preston, who delivers a clothesline and a back elbow. He's fired up. He's got the nipple. Ducks the blow, chop right to the head, arm drag by the silly superstar. Billy Preston is rolling, ducks the clothesline. Big spinning backdrop to Albion Troska, comes off the ropes. Spins right over with that neck breaker, and Billy Preston is rolling here. He's rolling almost as much as Pidgey's skateboard. He's got Troska in position, and he's got Gage in position. Can't quite get them up. And the Carny boys now taking control. But Pidgey intervenes, evens it up. Back elbow to Troska, boot to the head of Gage. Up he goes. Pidgey used as a weapon now by Preston. Double clotheslines ducked. Kick to the midsection. DDT to Troska. Pidgey over the top, landing on Matt Gage. This is high octane. And we're seeing what a Sugar Rush can do as the shoes of Billy Preston light up and the chop right to the dome from the top rope. Pidgey tagged in. It is all Unbookables here now. And Troska is in trouble, but flops down. I don't think they were expecting that. They were setting up for something. Fozzie doing a great job here, and Gage has the skateboard. And now tossing the board back and forth. Maybe looking to fake a cheat Guerrero style here. Oh, the ref thinks that Pidgey's hit Matt Gage with the skateboard. Now Billy Preston's light up shoes uses a weapon as Preston gets slammed down by Matt Gage. Takes a kick to the midsection. Gage goes up and down, dropped right on the back of the neck. Oh, but Troska's got that submission locked in out of nowhere. Albie is on it, but Skater Boy Pidgey fighting up. Just when you think you have the questions, these teams change the answers, and Pidgey taps out.
Here are your winners, the Carny boys.
Matt Gage looked very pretty, but that was all Albie and Troska, progressing the Carny boys to the next round of the tag league. Good attempt by the Unbookables. But the semi-finals of the tag league just got very sexy with the inclusion of Matt Gage and the pitbull Albion Troska.
The following contest is a first round match in the Integrity one fall. Introducing first.
The semi-finals are almost set. Carny Boiz, Velocities, Woodstock. There is space left for one team, and it could be the Island Girls.
The team of the Queen Bee, Nikki Van Blair, and the Golden Body, Eugenie. They are the Island Girls.
Two absolute powerhouses here in the form of Nikki Van Blair and Eugenie. A combination of beauty and brawn that you do not want to mess with. Although this integrity crowd seems more than willing to give Nikki
And introducing their opponents.
plenty of guff from the audience. But it might be because there's a crowd favorite tag team coming out to oppose them in Mana and Manoosh.
The team of the Levalucha Alpha Nation, the Samoan Star Molly Belletti. They are Mana and Manoosh.
We had some fun-loving teams in the last round. Mana and Manoosh. Also a couple of party people. El Phoenician and Marley Paletti getting down on their way to the ring. Island Girls, on the other hand, appear to be all business.
What are you doing? Come here. You're our family. You come here.
Family ties being pulled on by the Island Girls here.
You didn't want to go family. Come here.
Marley being a good boy here, listening to his family. And it could be 3-on-1 here. As Marley Paletti... No! A meeting of the minds for Nikki and Eugenie! Family sometimes is more than blood. And El Phoenician is family for Marley Paletti. El Phoenician managing to dodge that boot kip up. Back and forth dodges here as El Phoenician intercepts the blows from Nikki Van Blair. And El Phoenician getting protected by Marley Paletti now. And we are grooving as Mana and Manoosh take down the Island Girls. And this is what the crowd came to see. Rolling splash there by Phoenician. Only gets a 1 count though. It's going to need a lot more than that to take down the Queen Bee, Nikki Van Blair. Van Blair, a very experienced tag team competitor. Island Girls as a team, less established. Van Blair demanding some sisterly respect.
I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him.
The Golden Barty Eugenie, much more willing to fight, but gets her legs taken out from under her as Marley Paletti tags in El Phoenician. Headbutt leg drop combo, but doesn't even get the 1. You can see the warrior that is Eugenie kicking out immediately. Thrown into the corner now by Paletti. And a big splash to Jeannie. But Eugenie takes it and goes face to face with Paletti. You do not want to mess with Jeannie, a very established competitor. But Paletti showing that he's got that same thick skull. Headbutt affecting both competitors here, seemingly equally. Paletti leaps up into the head scissors. Sends Eugenie flying. Blow right to the midsection there. And El Phoenician cheering on his tag team partner who goes a little old school. Lucha bounce into a deep arm drag. And Jeannie with an accidental spear to the Queen Bee. Ref Rach taking that as a tag. And sending Nikki Van Blair into the ring. Van Blair is not making friends, but depending on family here. This is one of the strangest tactics I've seen in a tag match, maybe ever. Paletti goes to tag El Phoenician, but the super kick right to the back of the neck by the Queen Bee. And then kicking the ropes to send it right into the little Manoosh's. Stiff knee there from Van Blair. And Nikki Van Blair is trying to teach some kind of lesson to Marley Paletti here about family. Oh, deep uppercut by Van Blair. Oh, and just rebounding that leg right into the back of Paletti. And now taking full advantage of this 5 count on the ropes. The Golden Barty tagging in now, and what a competitor Eugenie is. As smart as she is tough. Double hip attack there from the Island Girls. I know a lot about Eugenie. 2 count there. I shared a writing office with Eugenie for Heat Sheet a wrestling magazine that we both wrote for back in the day. She knows exactly how to use her brute force to beat someone down. The athleticism combined with the academics just make her an absolute force to be reckoned with. Paletti managing to get out of trouble there, goes for the tag, gets caught by the Golden Body, separates with the back elbow, but Eugenie grabs the hair to prevent the tag. And this ruthlessness could be what gets the Island Girls through to the semi-finals of this tag league. Nikki Van Blair, the legal competitor now, and knocks El Phoenician off the apron. We saw earlier tonight where this kind of smart wrestling, separating an opponent from their tag team partner, gets you. This is exactly how Woodstock progressed to the next stage of the tag league. But Paletti is fighting out of it. Blows now right to the jaw of Nikki Van Blair, but a kick to the gut stops Paletti in his tracks. Van Blair happy to take a second to taunt El Phoenician. Paletti thought he could get through, but gets caught by Van Blair. Manages to kick off. El Phoenician tagged in now. And Phoenician is hot. Super kick to Jeannie on the apron. Uppercut. Enziguri rolls through the Queen Bee. Phoenician on fire now. Rolled through but got caught on the way. And now the legs being held. Launched up. Lands on his feet. Enziguri again. El Phoenician is all flow and all motion as he goes to the top rope here. This is what Mana and Manoosh is all about. Perfect crossbody from the top. 1, 2, only 2. As the power of the Queen Bee just flings El Phoenician into the air. Eugenie setting up, goes for the spear and connects. That cannot feel good. You saw El Phoenician just change direction mid-air after that spear, and now Jeannie builds up momentum. But it's Paletti who changes the flow of the match now. Dragging El Phoenician to the corner to make the tag. And it's Paletti now controlling the motion of this match. The ties of family are dragging Marley Paletti left and right. You can see how unsure Marley is, thinking about that Samoan spike. But hugging his sister with a wink to the crowd. Samoan spike to Van Blair! And the crowd is loving it. Pure Mana. And Manoosh rolls through. And the semi-finals for the Tag League are set.
Here are your winners, Mana and Manoosh.
The Island Girls thought they could call on family. But family is more than where you come from. Family is more than blood. Family are the people who stick by you through thick and thin. And for Marley Paletti and El Phoenician, family is everybody here at Integrity Pro Wrestling. Congratulations, Mana and Manoosh, and good luck in the semi-finals of the Tag League.
Catherine, Penrith, hi. Instead of facing me at Mount Druitt, you attack me from behind, just like a coward? You really want a shot at my Integrity Women's Championship? Give me a time, give me a place, and I will add an extra stop to the Shea Cassidy World Tour. See you then, sister. Mwah. Come on, Catherine.
3, 2, 1, get ready because things are about to get heavy. It's come time in the evening for our main event. This match is scheduled for one fall. This will be for the Integrity Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger.
The prizes in Integrity Pro Wrestling don't come bigger, and neither do the challenges. The Rogue Commander is ready for action. And it wouldn't be the first time for him to hold heavyweight gold. But he clearly does not appreciate the way the crowd is calling him a ranger.
And introducing the champion.
Now, Bonza's known for hitting hard. And if there's a man who's going to hit hard right back, it's Kai Drake. You don't become Integrity Heavyweight Champion by accident. And Kai Drake knows exactly who he is. You see the anime-inspired ring gear. You see the barking. Kai Drake is a unique wrestler. And it will take everything to pry that Integrity Heavyweight Championship from his grasp.
To my left, the challenger, hailing from Manly, weighing in at 111 kilograms, he is Jack J. Bonza. And to my right, the champion, hailing from the Dragon Heart Dojo, weighing in 86 kilograms, he is the current Integrity Heavyweight Champion, Kai Drake!
No points for guessing who the crowd is behind in this heavyweight clash. Now, I want to be very clear with the way that I talk about this match. Bonza and Drake both are very skilled technical competitors. Both of them are very quick. Both of them are very intelligent. Both of them very ring aware. But I've got the distinct feeling that those aren't the factors that are going to play into this match. I think this match is going to be hard hitting. This is going to be a slugfest. It's what good old JR would call a slobber knocker. And I'm wondering how much of an effect the crowd is going to have on this match as they already begin chanting Ranger at the Rogue Commander. Now, you would have seen that word on the video as Bonza entered. Here's the leader of the Brotherhood of Redheads Against Negative Ginger Abuse, trying to retaliate against all of the people who talk down at redheads, exactly like some of the crowd is doing right now. Here we go, these two just trying to out-wrestle each other early in the match. And the experience, potentially the strength advantage as well, goes to Bonza. He's got a slight height advantage over Drake. Drake managing to use that leverage. Get control of the wrist and fingers on the left arm of Bonza. Both these men quite experienced competitors. A decade for Kai Drake, almost 2 for Bonza. And you'd think that with almost 20 years under his belt, Bonza would be less affected by the crowd. But they are clearly under his skin, calling him a Ranger here. I will say I've been told that I have red hair, so I am allowed to use that word. But purely academically here, telling you what the crowd is saying. You can see the strength in Drake there, managing to force the shoulder up while being held down by the Rogue Commander. Oh, and the stomp right to the gut by Bonza there. It's no surprise to anyone how strong Bonza is when you see his build. Just an immense amount of strength on that man. So every time Kai Drake withstands or overpowers Bonza, you can tell just what it means for how much strength Drake is able to summon. And even just withstanding a chop like that without immediately keeling over shows how hardy the Dragonheart Kai Drake is. These men have both been through all sorts of wars. Both storied singles competitors, but as well as part of factions. You can see the MK Plus on the knee pads of Kai Drake. Bonza, of course, we talked about the Brotherhood, but before that, a long-term leader of the Red Nation. There is so much ring IQ on display here with every little motion. You can see how quickly Bonza was able to reverse the control, land a chop. Kai doing exactly the same. Attempting an Irish whip into the opposite set of turnbuckles. Blocked by Bonza. A chop to loosen up the motion. Drake tries again, manages the Irish whip now, and follows it up by charging in, but a drop toe hold sends Kai Drake face first into that middle turnbuckle. Again, very thin padding covering a metal hook under there. It is not a pleasant thing to be driven into. And then the rope-assisted stomp there by Bonza. Oh, who just chops Drake straight down into the mat and gets that chin lock. Remembering that this is a heavyweight competition, these are two big fellas. They both need a lot of air into those lungs to send oxygen through big bodies. There's a lot of motion happening here. A lot of acids developing across the muscles very quickly because of how much movement those slight attacks have to make. When you are the size of a Kai Drake or a Jack Bonza, even something as simple as a chop involves sending a lot of muscle flying. So every hit swells muscle. It makes that blood flow harder. As well, oh, it's just causing pain. And when it comes to heavyweight title fights, they're as physical as they are mental. These two both experienced in fighting over gold. And the backbreaker there by Bonza, who immediately goes into that lateral press. Again, it's not necessarily for the win. If you're forcing an opponent to kick out, if you're forcing someone with that muscle density of Kai Drake to send his whole body flying into the air to kick out, it takes a lot of oxygen. It stresses the lungs. Right here, you're seeing Bonza wear down Kai Drake, physically and mentally rubbing that bald head. But now the bow and arrow stretch here from Bonza, with Drake just draped across those knees, pushing into the spine, extending the muscle. Drake rolls through into a cover, only gets two. Very clever movement there from Kai Drake, who just delivers chop after chop. Bonza pushing him away, getting the space to attempt a clothesline, but gets caught with a German suplex for his trouble. Now Drake goes off the ropes, but straight into a clothesline from Bonza. And Bonza, again, straight into a cover. Only gets two, but it's going to wear down Kai Drake. And Bonza now intimidating the official, trying to get him to speed up that count, increasing the pressure on the champion. Ref Fozzie knows what he's doing here. He's not going to be intimidated, and neither is the Integrity Pro Wrestling crowd, who is happy to let Bonza know exactly what they think as this fight makes its way to the outside, and Drake delivers more of those stiff chops right to the chest of Bonza. Oh, goodness gracious! The Integrity Pro crowd here up close and personal with the chops. Bonza clearly taking offense to the sign of the fans here. Technically a foreign object. Ref Fozzie gonna let this one slide. We don't want to see a heavyweight title match go to kind of a non-finish like that. Uppercut by Kai Drake, and a second. He may have had just enough time to recover there as he drills the lower back of Jack Bonza into the apron. Uppercut now from Bonza, which lays Drake onto the stage. And you've got to be careful here. That is unforgiving, that area. There is no padding on that stage. And the single leg Boston Crab from Kai Drake. He's not going to be able to get the win out here. A submission won't count outside of the ring. And Drake kicked right into those ropes. A blow to the midsection. Bonza's going to have to be careful here. He cannot win the title on the outside. But if he can drive Drake onto this stage... Drake landing on his feet. Bonza up now. Bonza reversing it. Pile driver on the stage. Okay, that's... Yeah. Kai Drake's going to be out. Bonza now breaking the count, getting back into the ring. But he will need to... Can we get someone out? Guys, can someone check on Kai Drake? Bonza realizing there that a count-out victory won't win him the title. He needs to deposit Kai Drake back into the ring if he's going to become Integrity Heavyweight Champ. Makes the cover now. And somehow Kai Drake kicks out at 2. Kai Drake must have had just enough time to recover to make that kick out. I'm in awe of Kai Drake right now. Bonza says this is what a real champion looks like. If you ask me, somebody who is going to take a move like that pile driver on the stage and get back up and ask for more, sickening chop to the chest of Kai Drake. I don't know if you caught it. Kai Drake just said, more. These aren't chops, these are bombs being lobbed back and forth between Bonza and Drake. Heavyweight championship on the line as Bonza lifts the knee into the midsection and Drake runs in with a forearm. Now Drake goes to the ropes, but the back elbow of Bonza, he gets sent discus clothesline attempt, but it gets ducked. Kick caught by Bonza into the ankle lock. And Drake manages to make it to the rope, gets to 1 foot. Big German suplex by Bonza. And Kai Drake gets up. And a German of his own. Regardless of the outcome, these men have proved what it is to be a heavyweight wrestler, and that super kick by Kai Drake just put down the Rogue Commander. Ref Fozzie now counting. If he gets to a count of 10, there'll be a double count out. Kai Drake will retain despite there being no winner. But no one wants to see that happen. We want to see a definitive end to this. That Integrity Heavyweight Championship deserves a real champion who gets the job done. And Kai Drake is once again summoning this crowd to give him the energy. Clothesline into the Enziguri. Now electric chair to get Bonza up onto the second rope into a powerbomb position. Right in the middle of the ring, plants Bonza with the cover, only gets 2. Kick right to the chest. Gets Bonza up and plants him down with the Michinoku driver, and that'll be it. No! Only a 2 count. Bonza kicking out of the Michinoku driver by Kai Drake. I'm a little speechless at what has just happened. These two men have just thrown everything at each other. Look at the chests of both men as Drake fires up. Dragonheart ready to strike. Ducked by Bonza, who lifts him up. Roll through now by Drake, who only gets 2. And we're back. A low blow by Bonza. Bonza was right in the face of ref Fozzy and so lifted the leg. Look, say what you will, I don't think that's the actions of someone that we want to call champion here at Integrity Pro Wrestling. And what's Bonza doing with the title? Come on, have a little respect. Jack J. Bonza ready to strike with the title. He knows he'll get disqualified. Tried to roll through there. Forearms right to the jaw of Kai Drake. Oh! Fozzy's down. Right now, this match has no referee. And Kai Drake has rolled through. Bonza is tapping out, but there's no referee to call the match. Kai Drake should have just retained the Integrity Heavyweight Championship, but without a referee to call it, we are stuck here. Oh no. Oh, spear by the fire-breathing Red Heathen. The Brotherhood of Redheads against Negative Ginger abuse. And it's academic here. Fire napalm driver by Bonza. And Ref Rach counts the 3, but Fozzy's noticed that Kai Drake got his foot on the rope. Hang on. Yeah, Ref Fozzy's noticed that Kai Drake's foot was on the rope. Ref Rach was out here because Fozzy was down. Rach counted the 3. Rach was a replacement official who called the end of the match. The original referee saying it's not a 3 count because of the foot on the rope. Some conflict now. Look, the Integrity Heavyweight Championship is in the hands of Jack Bonza. Bonza's claiming to be champion. Fozzy's saying that Kai Drake is still the champion. Look, the Integrity Pro Wrestling Board of Directors is going to have to get involved here.